Hello, everyone, and welcome to EPSY 255 for this spring 2021 semester. Or if you want the longer version of this class, welcome to Child Development in Contemporary Society. My name is Instructor Jones, and I am going to be guiding you all along this beautiful journey of learning about child development. As you all know, this class is completely online. Due to the pandemic, we're going to be meeting online. We're going to have this course online. What you all may not know is that this class is asynchronous. And what asynchronous means is that we do not have a specific date nor a specific time where we all come together to meet. How asynchronous learning works is that I provide you content every week that you must do and go over so that you're able to learn and complete the assignments. And that's how this class is going to be structured. I'm going to do my best to post everything for the following week by every Saturday. And I'm also going to provide an announcement on Blackboard that's going to go to your UIC emails, letting you all know when that content has been uploaded. And I know we talked about the name of the course, a very long name, Child Development in Contemporary Society. I like to call it Child Development for short, but what we're going to go over in this child development course, we're really looking at child development from the ages of 0 to 12 years old. And you may think, hey, how can you study child development when a child is 0? That's a good question. So in this class, we actually start looking at how a child develops from when the child is in the mother's womb. We really look at how the embryo develops in the mother's womb. We look at the birth process, and we go all the way up to the age of 12 years old. And I know many of you are probably thinking, well, a child still develops after 12 years old, right? They do. They definitely do. But because this is child development, we are only going to study up to age 12 years old. If you want to learn more about how a child develops after 12 years old, then you're going to have to take an adolescent development course. But for the purposes of this class, we're only going to talk from 0 to 12 years old about child development. And as you all know, a child is very different when they are 1 month compared to 12 years old. And those periods that a child goes through, for example, would be infancy, early childhood, and middle to late childhood periods. Those are all periods that children go through as they develop. And when we think about those types of periods, to help us understand how children are different based on those periods of life that they are in, we're going to take a look at the theories and frameworks of child development. And when we talk about theories, we usually talk about theorists, people who make the theories. We talk about Freud, we talk about Rothenberger, and there are various theories. We talk about the cognitive theories, we talk about the socio-ecological theories, we talk about the biological theories. They all help us to really explain and frame how we are looking at child development. Because children don't just develop one way. Children may develop cognitively. They develop socially. They develop emotionally. They develop biologically as they get older. And so that we're all going to look at the different types of ways that children develop at this time. Not only are we looking at how children develop during those periods, we're also looking at how children learn and their educational needs. Children learn very differently from 1 month compared to 12 years old. So for example, if I have a 1-month-old baby, I wouldn't ask a 1-month-old baby to draw me a picture of a flower. Cognitively, biologically, physically, the child is not able to do that at 1 month. But if I ask a 12-year-old to do that same task, I think they should be able to do that, right? So we're really looking at how the different stages, the different periods that children go through, their capabilities at that time. and how we can maximize their learning based on their abilities at that time and provide them with the best educational needs. Also going to look at the various environments that children grow up in. So you can look at if they grow up in an urban or a suburban environment, the city, the state, the country, the continent. All of those things work together to influence a child's development. So we're all going to look at that. And I'm very excited to take you all on this beautiful journey of child development. As you all know, this is a college course, you all are going to need a book. And the book that you are going to need is the McGraw-Hill Child Development book. I strongly suggest that you all get the 15th edition of this book, because you are going to need this 15th edition. Is very different than the 14th edition, and you are going to be responsible on quizzes to know what is in the 15th edition of this book. So I would suggest that you all either get a physical copy of the textbook or you all can get the ebook. Another thing that you all will need is the McGraw-Hill Connect. And the McGraw-Hill Connect is what you will be doing your assignments through. It's going to be, you can access it via Blackboard, but Blackboard is going to take you to this site. And so we'll get into that a little bit later about the different types of assignments that you'll have to do, but most of your assignments are all through McGraw Connect. So you're going to need to buy an access code. And if you buy an ebook, that comes with an online access code, so you don't have to buy them separately. But if you buy a physical book or rent a physical book, you're still going to have to buy an access code. So on my Blackboard site for you all, there's something that it's called Get Connect or Get Access Code, and that access code is going to allow you all to get access to that will take you straight to the UIC bookstore in order for you all to get the access code that you need.